On the line listening is Sarah Clark, who has benefited from flotation therapy. I'm just going to say a quick good morning, Sarah, then come back to you in a moment. Is that okay?
Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Right, stay there. Listen to our chat with Jared. We'll come to Sarah in just a moment. Jared, thanks for coming in.
Thank you. Good morning.
You're a big guy, yeah?
Oh,
look at you. You're massive. Yeah. Look, tattoos, big, broad. I mean, I'm thinking flotation, rugby, police officer. It's a daunting prospect. So at first I looked at you and I thought, well, okay, flotation must be for absolutely anyone.
Yeah, I mean, if you can be as big and, as me to fit in the tanks, anyone can do it. So.
Yeah. How does it work? I mean, is it full of salts? Does it float you anyway? Is it air that floats you? What's the experience like?
So the magnesium-rich Epsom salt that's in the tank makes up about 44% of the solution that you lay in. So it's 1,100 litres of water, and that's at your body temperature. And then there's about half a tonne of this magnesium-rich Epsom salt, and that's what keeps you buoyant, and that's also the key ingredient to what helps you with flotation.
And it's part of finding your ability to float, almost a convenient way of bringing that person into focusing on their body. I haven't worded that very well, but I'm just imagining if I was getting in, I would need to relax. I would need to do all the things that would take a long time if I wasn't in a flotation chamber. Does that make sense?
Yeah, a good sort of good analogy I'll give people is if you told someone to go and relax, lay down on their bed for 10 minutes, inevitably you would lay there, you would be distracted by the light, you'd be distracted by things in the room, you'd be distracted by the position that you were laid in, you'd maybe change. You don't get that at all with flotation. You lay there, your body finds a neutral position, and you really take in your surroundings a lot more because you don't have to do anything. You can lay there and you can actually let your mind relax.
Yeah, and I can see it's almost a polarity of extreme sports when you just have to fully concentrate on what you're doing, and actually the benefit of that is the mind, as you say, all the distractions of the outside world, they're no longer relevant because you've got a task to do, and then you're also not being distracted once you've found your balance almost, or your piece in that tank. It sounds intriguing. Jared, we'll come back to you in just a moment because Sarah Clark is listening to that. Sarah has suffered from various forms of abuse in childhood and adulthood and has used flotation therapy to help her. Good morning again to you, Sarah. That's quite a claim that it's brought you help. So explain how it has helped you.
Good morning. So it's helped me in very profound ways, helped me like nothing else has been able to, really. Sadly, I have a lot of physical and complex emotional and physical problems, complex physical and emotional problems. And in essence, I've come to accept that I'm too complex to get the help I need. So I guess floating is helping me in ways that the healthcare system has failed me as such.
Okay.
It provides huge benefits to my mental and physical health. I have a lot of chronic pain issues. Over time, it's desensitising me to experience anxiety so badly. My proper diagnosis for the mental health team is of emotionally unstable personality disorder, although I don't agree with that anymore. I think that I have complex PTSD. I know earlier in the show you were talking about PTSD and complex PTSD. So it just helps me profoundly in ways that the healthcare system has failed to help me, really. Kind of thinking outside the box and finding a way to help myself.
Agreed. So it sounds like what I'm hearing is that it's offered you almost a unique space to... It sounds like you're understanding your body, finding some peace there and finding some well-deserved rest, but also your mind is finding a place where it can be calm for a while. Am I hearing you right?
Yeah, and I think mental health teams really advocate mindfulness, breathing exercises, distraction, self-soothing as like the magic answers to help you. But for me, mindfulness actually increases my distress levels. Breathing exercises make me feel more anxious. I'm always busy. I do too much often. Self-soothing is something I really struggled with for many years. So the sort of things that the mental health team were advocating not only were making me not helping, but also making me feel worse. So floating is helping with my mental health, but also my chronic pain.
Yeah. Sarah, thank you for sharing that with us. That's amazing to hear. Thank you for being so vulnerable with us on the radio. I really appreciate that. That's amazing, Jared, isn't it? That someone who's obviously been through lots of other processes finds this is the breakthrough one. I'm wondering whether it's because it is so, and odd is the wrong word, but it is a unique human experience. Whereas, as you said before, if I just sat on a chair, I've done that a million times. So you're asking me to do a lot different, nothing much different apart from thinking. Whereas this, from door to water to body to what I'm wearing, is completely out of my normal world.
Yeah, flotation is unlike anything that you can do to relax. I mean, there's a lot more emphasis these days on self-care. A lot more people are taking care of their mental health. And as you can hear, Sarah's found an alternative in floating. And even from when Sarah comes in the door to when she leaves, you can see the effect it has on her, how happy it makes her.
So for those people who don't understand PTSD, the reoccurring emotions of trauma, even without the trauma, so the reoccurring feelings of anxiety and sadness and helplessness and all the things that come with trauma that keep reoccurring in someone, what this is doing is settling the person down. And I guess when they come out, they've had a new experience, and not only has that been beneficial in that moment, but they can start to build on that. They can start to come back every other day or every other week, and it's another good experience. They can start to get a break from the torment.
Yeah, I mean, what we find is a lot of people come in, they don't quite know, they can't explain it, they're stressed, and, I've had a bad week. They leave and they just feel elated, they just feel so relaxed, and again, that experience for them is something new because people don't get to press that reset button, and this flotation does offer that. And
for you, life-changing?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, the first time I ever done it, I was travelling up to London to use flotation, and the commute back was sort of undoing all the good work it done, and I just thought, we need this down here. Southampton needs this.
Yeah. How long do you stay in the tank for?
Well, that's up to you. You can stay. It's safe to stay in there for the sessions we run are an hour, but we have people that run 2 hours. Sarah's done more than that. You can stay in there overnight. It's completely safe.
I think it's intriguing.